Now, you've probably seen terms and read terms like QLED, OLED, of course, mini LED and micro LED. Ooh. And of course, more recently with Samsung releasing their very first micro RGB. But what exactly do they really mean? What does it mean to you? And more importantly, which one should you buy in 2026? Most of it is just simple marketing confusion, and today I'm going to break it down to you in the simplest way and the fastest way, because nobody likes a rambler. The simplest and fastest way possible. There are actually two types of TV technology in the world, just two. There's self-emissive displays, which basically means that each pixel creates its own light. And then there are backlit displays. A light sort of sits behind the main screen, and that's it. So that's it. Everything else, QLED, mini LED, micro RGB, is just a variation of those two ideas. OLED, for example, is mostly used by companies such as LG and Sony. OLED stands for, I'm sure you already know this, it's organic light emitting diode. Basically, every single pixel turns on and off individually. So when the screen is black, it's not dark grey or just, blackish, it's completely off. Now, that's why OLED is just still brilliant in many, many ways. It's great for movies. It's good for Netflix and other streaming services. It's great for gaming, but there are downsides when you consider it's just, little tiny pixels trying to be as bright as possible. The only thing with that is they're not particularly bright, especially compared to other technology. And of course, the other fear that everyone has with OLED is the whole burn-in issue, which never really goes away. It's still there, certainly better than it was, but it's still an issue and still something that you should always consider when buying an OLED and being careful as to, certainly say if you're gaming and you're having, say, a map in the bottom right corner and you've got sort of static elements on the screen for long periods, certainly if you're playing a game of time, you want to be very careful if you're using an OLED. But they've managed to alleviate and sort of stop a lot of those issues that sort of hampered OLED at the very beginning. So really, in lots of ways, in terms of the best picture, it's still OLED is king. But from Samsung, we have QLED, which sounds super futuristic and sort of, ooh, it must be super fabulous and amazing. But here's the reality. Let's sort of calm down a second. It's just an LED with a quantum dot filter. The quantum dots basically just improve the color and the brightness. So one of the huge advantages are that it's super bright. So you still get some haloing, certainly with QLED. That's not a QLED, it's a mini LED, which is also by Samsung. Mini LED by Samsung is called Neo QLED, so not confusing at all, is it, really? So this is predominantly manufactured by Samsung, but also TCL and Hisense have been making great gains and creating some incredible TVs, really quite incredible TVs. Certainly TCL, I'm sure you've been seeing quite a lot of their huge, enormous, bloody great TVs that are just staggeringly good value for money. So basically, it kind of goes what I was saying, millions of tiny lights behind the screen. So instead of sort of panels of backlight, we've got thousands and millions of these tiny little bright lights going on and off and changing sort of in power behind the actual LCD panel. So these sort of zones allow for much better contrast, certainly a lot brighter than OLED, although OLED is improving. OLED will never get as bright as a sort of a mini LED panel will. And this course, huge bonus, certainly if you're a gamer and you like fast panels and all that kind of thing, there's no burn-in. So this is where we come to micro RGB, the whole sort of new kid on the block. And this is there's a lot of hype surrounding micro RGB at the moment. A lot of manufacturers are coming out with their own variations of what micro RGB is. And it's really, in terms of TV technology, it really is next-gen tech. But here's the thing. Micro RGB is still LCD. But instead of a white backlight sort of LEDs behind the LCD screen, it uses tiny red and green, blue and blue LEDs. So why, you would ask yourself, well, why the hell does that matter? And that sounds kind of very similar to OLED in a lot of ways. But here's why it matters. RGB, massive color accuracy, even though, the one I've got here, that's not an RGB, but the Samsung TV I've got there, the colors are brilliant as they are. But when you see a micro RGB TV and then an OLED and an LCD, you just sort of think, oh, okay, I see now. Now I see. It's one of those things that we get so used to what we already know and sort of within our own experience, which is understandable. But when you see the difference and you're presented with the difference and you can see it side by side, you start to sort of realize and take a step back and go, now I get it. So that's what we have with micro RGB. Better color accuracy, more precise lighting control, and even higher brightness. It's not pixel level like OLED, bear that in mind. And there are still, because it's still an LCD panel, some blooming. Nowhere near as bad as we used to get with just your standard LCD panels and then mini LEDs and so on. But it's still there. If you were pixel peeping, you would notice it. And then once we've got excited about RGB, we sort of think, is there anything else in the pipeline of technology? And the answer is, yeah, there is. Not so surprisingly, again, developed by Samsung, but basically it's micro LED. You're not in any point in the very near future going to be able to go in and say, I want one. And when they become available, you're going to have to remortgage your house to buy one because they are staggeringly expensive. We're talking, 50 grand plus. But here's the thing. It's being developed by Samsung. It's considered, in terms of the technology and everything else, as the holy grail of what a TV could be or will be. So essentially, each pixel is its own LED. So it's emitting its own light. It's incredibly accurate. There's no burn-in. It's stupidly bright. Like, burning the back of your retina bright. And there are perfect blacks like there are with OLED. So you're getting the best of LCD technology and all those panels. You're getting the best of what OLED offers in terms of perfect blacks. And you're getting, the insane brightness that you would expect from LCD panels, but more so. But there is a problem, and this is the problem. This is never going to be cheap because there's not a never, but we're probably looking at 5-10 years before we even begin to see sort of any more retail usage of this. So let's rank them. Micro LED, best, but let's be real here. It's not realistic. It's unrealistic to even expect that in our living room at any sort of particular huge size. sitting there in the next couple of years or more. It's just not going to happen. OLED, it's actually still the best that you can actually buy that's still decently priced. You know, you can get, there's a huge array of OLED screens from budget to, you know, stupid, crazy prices. Micro RGB, which is the rising tech, which we're hearing a lot about. You know, it's coming up, it's out there. It's got a lot of advantages. Still pretty expensive, but you know, it is the tech to have. If you're a nerd like me, that's the thing, that's the TV. If I was buying a TV right now, and certainly if I had the money to, and I didn't have other bills, but that's a whole other thing, then maybe, you know, that's what I would maybe look to consider. Mini LED, which is what I've got already. You know, best sort of value premium proposition. And then QLED, which is most other TVs now that aren't OLED. They're all sort of QLED or variations of that. You know, great for, you know, bargain TVs and mid-range TVs. So 2026, OLED is still dominating, okay? Let's not beat around the bush. OLED is still dominating for picture quality. Mini LED is dominating for brightness and price, which is what that is. And then micro RGB is just entering the market. It's still going to be expensive, but, you know, prices will come down as they start to scale up. But they're more sort of premium, what we're looking at. And micro LED, just don't even think about it right now. That's a future thing, man. Here's what we can expect over the next few years. Micro RGB will basically replace mini LED at the high end. Pretty much. That will get phased in over, I imagine, the next couple of years. OLED, always improving, always getting brighter, and always getting cheaper. And then micro LED will slowly come down in price as they begin to sort of push more of them out there and develop them more and get the screen sizes up and so on and so on and so on. And eventually we'll end up with micro LEDs versus OLED, which will still be there. Amazing, right? So what should you buy? If you want the best picture, just go for OLED. If you want bright and affordable, go for mini LED. If you want cutting edge, go micro RGB, which are the new ones. And if you win the lottery and inherit billions of pounds and you start and you become a tech bro, you go for micro LED. So there we go. If this helped you understand TV tech, hit the like and subscribe button. And I've also broken down the best TVs that you can actually buy, which you can see in the description. And yeah, so feel free to sort of look at those and see what, you know, good range of TVs, good range of soundbars and so on to look at. Those are my, sort of my picks for 2026. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.